Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one, and welcome back to the Quick Shot series, episode 161, The Jawa. So, a big addition to the vintage collection. This really important because it's one of the first 12, and it's one I've been saying about for a long time, together with R2-D2 up there, you see, the classic R2. So we have everything in the first 12 now, other than, if you look on the wall here, I can show you, technically we need a New Hope Stormtrooper. We have that, which is the George Lucas, but that's not really a Stormtrooper, is it? It's a kind of a gimmick. And then also we need 3PO on a New Hope Star Wars card as opposed to Empire. And then we've got the full first 12, technically in the modern era, except, well, you could argue that, well, Farm Boy Luke there is a VOTC, but that is a modern vintage collection, or a modern vintage figure in a way, but, well, who the hell are we kidding? He needs updating anyway. So, the Jawa. So, it's a great classic card back. So, the one they gave you was, not surprising, really. It's this one here, which was the Black Series, which were great releases. And, you know, I've said it 1,000 times now on this channel. Everything that was in this Black Series 3 3/4 inch scale should have been a vintage collection figure anyway. But I'm glad to see that they brought him back. It's just a repack. But well, I say I'm glad to just have the card. The figure they could have done a lot better with. They could have given you, you know, something better, different. It was easier for them to do what they did, which is repack this. They could have given you a soft goods one. I think there's a different type of Jawa even in the Legacy collection. Now, the Legacy collection was the template for a lot of vintage collection figures. Lots of really good figures that were in the Legacy were repacked wisely in the vintage collection. And the Jawa that's in that is no exception, really. I think it's the Legacy Collection Jawa, but this is a good-looking one anyway. It would have been nice if they'd done soft goods, you know what I mean? So a little bit of a kit bash of this, that, the other. But it doesn't matter. It's still a really good-looking Jawa. Here's the other issue that I have with this, or one thing that I said when I speculated about them bringing back the vintage, you know, putting a Jawa in the vintage collection. I said they need to completely go rogue and change the card back and call it Jawas. So they could have technically repacked these two, giving you two figures, as opposed to just giving you one. And I thought that was possible, but maybe it isn't. You let me know what you think about this. But if I just pull out this guy here, Ben Quadranaris, see, you get two in one, because they're small characters. It's nice that they gave you a little bit extra. I actually had it in my head that they could maybe put these two figures onto a vintage card. If they'd spaced them correctly, they may have been able to, but when I think about it a bit more, maybe it is too much. It would be too wide, wouldn't it? I mean, these are big bubbles. Ben Quadranaris is in a wider one. What do you think? If they'd sort of triangulated it a little bit, you know what I mean? Had them, I don't know, maybe one on top of the other. I just don't know. But, you know, you get the bigger one of the two. And it is a nice figure. But firstly, I'll just take you on the card because it's funny as well. This is the issue, even with one figure that they've put on there, as opposed to my idea of having two, which clearly wouldn't work actually when you look at this now. You see, even with one figure on, it's covering the image, isn't it? Quite a lot. But you know what? That's a nice looking Jawa, isn't it? And it looks nice on that card back with the Kenner logo. Look at the texture of that. I'll show you the figures as well loose in a minute, but anyway, it just looks good in the bubbles, isn't it? Nice. And there's the image. Down he goes. Jawa shooting an ion cannon or whatever, ion shotgun, shooting R2. I was talking before about the special edition, because if you weren't aware, I have a video right now of opening the RONTO. The RONTO has heavy associations with the special edition. And of course I have a load of Jawas surrounding him. They look good on the shelf together. However, I'll never forget that when I finally saw the special edition in 1997, at the age of 16, that was my first time seeing Star Wars in the cinema, any Star Wars film. But I remember the laughs when they shot R2 and then he hit the deck, and it was a full cinema, you know, packed house. And everyone just laughed. It is funny. It's really funny. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. I was talking special edition the other day. I don't know why I'm showing you this guy, just for your own interest. They had a choice of 2 Jawas. As I say, they had this option of doing what the vintage collection is the best of the best. I mean, these are great Jawas, but they could have given you something that was the vintage collection Jawa, as in one that was just outstanding, mix of soft and hard goods, or maybe just all soft and cleverly manipulated, or maybe the hard hood, soft body. But hey ho, can't grizzle, mustn't grumble too much. We finally have the Jawa in the vintage collection, which is where it should be in the modern line. Anyway, I have been Only One Kenobi. Thank you very much for watching. If you are new around here, subscribe, tap the notification bell, hit a like, and all of that bloody effing blah that everyone always says at the end of videos. But anyway, until next time, this has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Oh, and I'll leave a link to the RONTO video down below. Check it out. Out.